Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Bannerlord. Now last time, when I left you, I told you I would do some smithing leveling of camera, and I did. As you can see, Varric up to 153 smithing. So that's the good news. Now the bad news is that the Vlandians have declared war on me, so that's when I pretty much stopped all of the off-camera stuff. Now Vlandia is currently not at war with anyone, so just start heading towards my town, and I will probably have to pay them for peace rather quickly, but the longer that takes, the less I will pay, so ideally I would like to wait at least a little bit before I pay them for peace. So start heading towards my town, and hopefully they don't have an army ready there. Now, it has been quite some time before the last video, and that's because, if you remember, I was sick and the holidays were happening, so I decided, you know what, instead of making videos with a runny nose, let's just get a little bit of a break and start recording after the holidays. So that's what I did, and now I'm back, so we can continue our adventure. Now let's see. Still no siege happening, so that's good. One of my parties, okay, that's no gun. Do I have, let me check this. So yeah, okay, so I have two parties, one near Ossican and one to Billy's castle. Where is that? I not see. Oh, it's all the way over here. So yeah, this party is basically not going to be helping in any way. This one can though. They can get into an army. Oh, so looks like they already have a pretty large army approaching my castle. I don't think I have enough defenders to... I mean, I do have a lot actually. There's a second army. And maybe... Okay, let me check this. So now it's a strong army. Their troops are highly upgraded. I cannot take them by myself. So I think that's the point where I offer them peace, because if they start a siege or if they're close to my town, I believe they will raise the price of peace. So let's just pay up the very large price of 3,930 per day, just so we can have peace with Vlandia. Now, the way we get around having to pay this much is wait for them to enter war with someone, and then we just declare war as well. And while they are distracted, we try to weaken them a bit, maybe get some prisoners, and then we can get a cheaper peace. So let's see, I think I want all of these guys. I'm kinda low on cavalry at the moment, so I'll take these guys. I also believe I have some prisoners I can recruit. Yeah, there we go. Just get them all. I now have more party space because of the policy we did last time, so that's gonna be cool. Now, one thing that I need to do is find another companion to lead a party, because I have one more slot that's open. So let me start visiting these taverns. Okay, so no one here. Do they have any hardwood? Check this. Okay, so they do. I'll buy it. Yeah, let me visit Tostican maybe, and then we'll see how we proceed from here. I see that there is a quest in Ostican. There is one here, so maybe I can do those. Boost my taxes a bit to compensate for the very big tribute I have to pay. Now this one is escort merchant caravan, so I definitely won't be doing it. That's way too long. There's some more hardwood here, quite expensive. But I would like to continue leveling up my Varric smithing, so see about that. Okay, so this guy is a wanderer near the fish. Let me check him out. So Engineer, fish. Do you have any good leadership qualities? Not really, just scouting. One-handed. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pause, look through the encyclopedia for any good potential companions that can lead the party. And we'll continue from there. Oh, right, so I did some searching and I found this guy. Seems like none of the wanderers have any stewardship skill. So this is the best I could find. 60 tactics and 60 leadership, as well as a bunch of other stats. Now he's in Pikaon, I guess. So that's somewhere in the Empire. I remember it. Yeah, there it is. It's quite far away, so it will take me some time to get there. So hopefully he doesn't move by the time I do. But yeah, that's what my current goal is. So we can get him leading an army, increase our strength, and then it's pretty much a waiting game for Vlandia to declare war on someone. So I can sneak attack them and probably try and take this castle over here. So once I have 2 territories, I can then maybe look into recruiting another clan into the kingdom. That way we get much more powerful. It looks like we got orchards built, so that's nice. So Crusades making peace with the Empire. Still no news about Vlandia. I mean, it will probably take some time, so gotta be patient. However, it's kinda hard to be patient when you're losing so much money just from paying tribute. This, the good thing is that Ostican is quite prosperous. It's making me a lot of money, so can't really complain too much about it. Looks like there is some war happening inside the Empire, just the usual. Let's see, how close am I? Yeah, I still have quite some way to go, so I'll meet you there. So, as expected, he did move, unfortunately. I only realized that after I arrived at the town. So he came over here to Joe Maris, and here he is in the tavern, Ostric the Brave. So let's go and recruit him. I do have space in my party, so we should be good.
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
Name is on the fort, so just going to skip his life story. So yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I can use someone like you in my company. And he's once again quite cheap, so they definitely lowered the price of companions by quite a bit. Now the question is, I probably want to start his party somewhere inside Vlandia. He's Vlandian, so he will try and recruit Vlandian troops. I'm going to put him on his own when I'm inside Vlandia, so he can have an easier time recruiting. Yeah, I'm losing 4,000 per day. It's very much not optimal, so I'll have to start using that smithing. That's why I got it, so I can start generating some money. Now I will leave him next to Sargot, and then we'll check inside Sargot to see if there is any money we can make with smithing. And after that, I'll pretty much go into leveling up smithing again. So, we go into plan, go into parties, create a new party with Ostric the Brave as the leader. So, yeah, so let's create that. I won't be giving him any starting troops, so we have to figure that on his own. He has a capacity of 100 thanks to our policies, even though he has pretty much zero stewardship. Now let's check out the smithy. So we go into orders, and you may notice this very juicy order here that pays 37,000 for completing it. And this is the kind of stuff I want to see. That's how you make your money. However, Varric is still not quite high enough to do those. So looks like there aren't any good orders here even for Varik. And I also need to rest a bit. So anyway, I will go back to leveling up smithing until something else big happens. So I'll see you whenever that is. Okay, so it has been quite a long time. I have gotten Varik up to 173 smithing. And Vlandia is finally at war with someone, the Sturgians. And I did wait a bit so that they start fighting. That way they don't just go group up on me and then fight Sturgian. So it's time to finally declare war on Vlandia. And stop paying this insane tribute. As you can see, I have already paid a very large sum. So to start a war. And my first target is this guy over here. So let's go and take him out. Our other parties caught him, so that's nice. And let's help out their party. And yeah, let's get this battle going. Terrain, I don't really like it, but that's fine because we have quite the troop superiority. Shouldn't be any kind of a problem. I'm not even going to bother with formations and stuff. Just going to send my troops in. I think we'll be good. So our goal with this war with Vlandia is pretty much get as many prisoners as possible. It's like this guy is actually pretty decently upgraded. So I will actually use some tactics. Yeah, it's very valuable to take this guy out before he joins an army. I'm going to tell you that. All this cavalry. Get that shield wall going. Send my own cavalry into a counter charge. Might actually lose some troops to this guy. Try and minimize that as much as possible. I'm going to need those troops. It looks like we are starting to do a lot of them. Means their original charge is pretty much done. Looking very nice. Let's just send everyone into a charge at this point. And take them out. So this is a very nice start to the war. Taking such a valuable army. I'm not sure how many other lords are around me. So we have to be careful in case they form an army. That being said, my other parties have been growing by quite a bit, so I can get an army going of my own. So as long as they don't come at me with some very large army, I should be able to hold my ground. Now, one thing I would potentially like to do, which probably won't happen, is siege Turby Castle, that's near me. But I don't think I have enough troops to do that at the moment, and Vlandia is not weak enough. So I think I'll mostly focus on taking out lords, hopefully getting them as prisoners, so I can lower the price of peace as much as possible. Where is the last guy? Are we done with this? There we go. One. And I lost only 2 people, so that's good. 1 elite cataphract and 1 Fian champion. And well, I guess that's the first time we fight together. Anyway, so let's see what kind of prisoners. I want a banner knight, I want a swordsman. Doesn't seem like he has any sergeants, so that's going to be it. Okay, that's some very nice loot. That's the same helmet I'm using. It is. Let me upgrade my troops. And that was pretty good. So let's go on the hunt for some more Vlandian lords. Pirate Spear. I don't remember having these guys. Not sure where they came from. But that's fine. So yeah, I want to take this castle if possible, but probably out of the realm of possibility at the moment. Bachu has a new perk. Let's go with shield wall. It will increase the size of their shields basically, so they can block arrows more effectively. Now currently the price I have to pay for peace with Vlandia is 3,300, so let's try and get that as low as possible. I can catch you, so let's do that. Take out this army as well. Not sure if it's a strong one or not. Okay, this seems like a pretty easy battle. I'll just skip through it and I'll see you at the end. There we go. We won the battle with 0 casualties, so that's pretty good. And we also get her as a prisoner, so that's always nice. Let's see. We do have some very nice prisoners. It was mostly an infantry army. I had a bit of cavalry, but it was mostly infantry. So let's take these prisoners, upgrade you, and upgrade everyone else. Okay, something like this. There we go. Get the loot, and let's hunt for our next lord. Yeah, I don't think I have the strength to siege this castle yet. I'll just look around for some lords to fight. Oh, would you look at that? This guy is gathering an army. Okay, so I'm going to have to outmaneuver this army somehow. First of all, let me call my lords to me as well. And let's stay around here so I can block others from arriving. And when my reinforcements come, we will strike at that army and try and take it out. Okay, so far so good. No, you will not be joining the big army.
I'm yours.
Oh, I didn't mean to click you. No, you will not be joining. Okay, so let's go ahead and engage the big army. Let me scare them off one more time. And then let's engage. My last party hasn't really arrived yet. Oh, they will. Yeah, they will manage to get into the town probably.
Well,
oh, maybe. Okay, we got them.
are.
And my other party is able to join in.
But all sacred things are profaned in the end.
So that's cool. Looks like they actually have decently upgraded troops if their power level is that high, even though I outnumber them. So I have to be careful with this battle, but we still have quite the advantage, so we should be good in taking out this army early on. Might theoretically give me the possibility of sieging that castle, but we'll see. It looks like I have a ton of archers, so I'm going to have to play around that. I'm not sure if he will attack me or not. This we'll have to see. Let's get some sort of formation going out here in the open. Yeah, like this should be good. I'll keep the cavalry back for now until I figure out what kind of strat he's going for. Looks like he's charging in with some cavalry.
Make a shield wall.
So, oh, that's the horse cavalry, I guess. Let's try and take as many of them out as possible. Okay, it wasn't great play, great show of skill from me, but still got some of them. Oh, come on. There you go. Hit you. Okay, that was decent. But looks like he won't be sending in any more of the normal troops. Now, since this is an army battle, I don't really want to extend too much. Because I want to make sure my reinforcements are able to reach me somewhat quickly. But if he doesn't attack, I don't really have much choice. I have to be the one stepping forward. Maybe once I get these horse archers down, I will be tempted to send his army in. Let's make sure I don't die actually. Maybe I can take over this hill or something, but it's really far away from my reinforcement point. Let's get the infantry here, get the archers on the high ground, the cavalry over there. We how that goes. Let's take you out. Also, I'm going to tell my archers to stop firing for now, so they don't waste their arrows on the 2 horse cavalry that are left. Want to make sure they are ready for the real army when it comes. This is good. Let's wait for the shield wall to get in place. Meanwhile, take out the last of his horse cavalry. So maybe that will force his hand a bit. Okay, the formation is pretty much set up. Maybe I can try and bait an attack out of him, but probably won't work. Okay, let's allow the firing again. Maybe they will find some sort of angle to shoot at the enemy. Looks like I managed to bait some of their cavalry into engaging, so that's good, that's good. Oh, looks like I actually am able to shoot them from that hill, so that's great. That will definitely force them to attack me. And me having all these archers on the battlefield will give me quite the advantage. So let's send a counter charge to protect my archers, since I don't have much infantry. How that goes. There we go. So far, we're doing very nicely. I do not want you charging their infantry though. Stick to defending my archers. So I'll pull them back. Let's I think we mostly defeated their attack. Looks like their infantry is stepping up. So let's let the archers handle that. I'll just make sure I'm taking out any cavalry that's running around. Okay, their infantry is charging my infantry. I think now is the moment where I charge I charge in their backline, is what I meant to say. Okay, one of our troops has leveled up. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is a great victory we're having. It will definitely drop the peace price by quite a bit. And we pretty much ruined their attempt at getting an army to challenge me. I mean, I'm sure some other war will start getting an army together, but this was probably their most capable leader, so taking him out is quite good. It looks like some reinforcements have arrived, so I will pull my cavalry back. Don't want them, yeah, as you can see, starting to lose a lot of cavalry. Let's pull them back, because we don't have the support of the rest of my troops at the moment. And let's see if he decides to push me again. Looks like he is. Whoever their infantry commander, by the way, is quite insane. Just look at the speed these infantry are moving at. They're almost matching the horses. They're just insane. They're getting buffed by quite a bit from their leader's perks. Let me pull my cavalry back a bit more. So they have to walk through more arrows to reach them. So by the time they're in position to attack, most of them should be dead. This battle is going even better than I expected, so that's always great. Or my archer. Okay, so half my arrows are depleted. Their infantry line is meeting my own, so let's do a cavalry charge to help them out. My archers don't seem to have a line of sight to their infantry anymore. Let's try and take out their archers while this infantry clash is going on. It's like another wave of reinforcements is coming through. So let's get these guys before they arrive. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, this will definitely drop the peace price. I'm expecting at least 500 less after this battle. Also depends on how many prisoners we get. I mean, it's not ideal that they're at war with the Sturgeons, because they don't really have... they're not really close by, so... If they were at war with Batania or something like that, then I could definitely get the peace price to probably even them paying me. Because I would be able to cause them quite a lot of trouble by just picking off their lords, which will get their war in Batania in a pretty sad state, so they will be forced to get peace with me, but since Sturgia is quite far away, they're not as much of a threat. So I just have to settle for whatever I can get before a big army arrives that I cannot defeat. What is this guy doing alone over here? Oh, that's Varric's wife. Yeah, I'm not sure what she was doing, but let's make sure she doesn't get killed and protect her. The last thing I need is more of my companions dying. Okay, it's time for another cavalry charge. Looks like their army is pretty much over. Not many more to contest me. So just send everyone charging in, because a lot of my archers have run out of arrows. Wait with the cavalry, so we can just use the cavalry for reinforcements and mainly attack with these guys. Just have to wait a bit. I have taken some damage from overall. Alright. There we go, our archers are shooting them, so it's time for my cavalry to join in. Looks like they mostly have archers left, not much infantry. They should be easy to pick off. There we go. Yeah, we should be winning this battle in a second. There we go. We won the battle. And we only took 26 casualties overall, so that's great. We got some good RNG on our own. A lot of wounded troops, not many killed. So that's pretty good. Now, how many prisoners can we get? Got one. We got their leader, so that's good. We got two. And what kind of prisoners do you have? So... any sergeants? There we go. Got sergeants, got some banner knights. That's pretty much all I care about, so be done with that. Get the loot. And let's get this guy into my army. And I can probably chase some of these guys, but I think I'll end the episode here. I think we've done quite well. Got a lot of smithing leveled up. And we have thwarted the Vlandians' first attack. We're no longer having to pay them a ton of gold every turn, so that's always nice. And by defeating this army, we have dropped their strength a bit, so that's always nice. As you can see, currently the price for peace is at 2,600. I would like to bring that to maybe 1,000 if possible. But we'll see how this goes next time. For now, hope you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.